You can have a basic data entry form up and running in as little as 2 clicks. First, select the table you'd like to create a form for in the navigation pane. I'll choose the Employees table. Then, on the Create tab of the ribbon, press the Form button here. Access sets up the form. This form has cells that correspond to a single employee's record in our table. We can view this information or edit it to make changes back in the table. And just like viewing a table, we have the same record selectors across the bottom here. In addition to the text boxes that hold information from the employees table, Access recognizes the relationship between employees and the employee phones table. If I scroll down to the bottom, we can see that down here. Access has created a sub-data sheet that displays all of the related records for each employee. Notice that the sub-data sheet has its own set of record selectors here. We can also easily add additional phone numbers in this view. This illustrates one of the reasons why forms are used for data entry over entering data directly into tables. We can use forms to enter information into multiple tables simultaneously. Plus, you don't need to manually manage the relationship between, in our case, employees and their employee phone numbers. Because the form is currently displaying a single employee, Access knows that any phone numbers that we add belong to that employee, and the foreign keys will get added automatically. Let's add a new phone number and then verify that it places it correctly in the tables. I'm going to jump to record number 10 for our employees by clicking in the box and typing in 10 and pressing Enter. Access jumps to the record number 10, which is for our employee named Mark Navarro. Let's scroll down and add a new phone number for Mark. Here, down in the second section, this sub-data sheet, I'll press this New Record button here. Access adds a new phone number line for Mark, and we can start typing in the value. Now remember that first field is a primary key for the phone numbers. We can't edit that number. So I'll press the Tab key to move to the next field, and we'll enter in his phone number, 650-123-0000. We'll go to Type, and this is his home number. I'll press Enter to accept those changes. You'll notice that it got a new ID number here, 1803. Now we can save and close this form. I'll close it up here. Access will prompt me to save the changes to the employees form, and I'll say yes. I'll go ahead and accept that name and say OK. And we'll notice a new forms group down here in the navigation pane with our employees form. Now we can go ahead and open up the employee phone number table to verify that the new number got entered correctly. I'll double click on employee phone, and I'll use the last record button down here in the bottom to jump to the very end of the table. And we can see that indeed we have that new phone number linked to employee ID number 10, that's Mark's employee ID number, and there's the number and the type that we entered. Having Access create a basic form for us probably couldn't get any easier. Select the table you want and press the Form button. However, there's a lot of additional functionality and customization that we can build into our forms using the Form Wizard and design views.